Good afternoon, my friends. Well, grabbing my boots here. It's Saturday afternoon. We've been out here working most of the morning since around 6, but not the whole time on the barn. I had to clean my house because, I have to clean my house. And I have to have time for that, so come on, Maddie. Maddie's like, I'm coming out too. Anyway, but we've been working at the barn, and I didn't bring the camera because I was trying to use it and it wasn't working. So I needed to come in, grab a bite to eat because I hadn't eaten yet today, and then get a drink, and then check on the camera. So the camera's obviously working. Yay! Anyway, it's a nice day. It's in the 50s, I think, and the ground is soft, and we have been working on the barn, so I'll take you through that. I was recording the other day when my camera stopped working right in the middle of putting up a stall wall. We got it in, and we got it to actually put the fence pickets on it, so the stall walls are in now. And our neighbor came up with his tractor and not only put the wood chips in for the stalls, but filled in this hole that was over here and made it all nice. And his wife helped me with getting a bunch of wood cut for working on the project, and just a real awesome couple. And Edward and I have never had such great neighbors. So anyway, let me show you the barn. Yeah, you'd think it would look different, but it does, my friends, it does. And look what we have here. Here is wood shavings in stall 1, and it's totally in. And of course the plastic is to protect the sheetrock, or not sheetrock, what is it called? Siding, plywood. And stall 2. So I was putting, I think, this side on when my camera stopped working. I cleaned this up, we framed this in and put that in, and then our neighbor put in the wood shavings. And this is gonna be, each stall is 12 by 12, so they're nice sized stalls. And we just put our neighbor, we finished this wall here, put the shavings in, but we're not done yet. We just built this wall. Another friend stopped by, helped Edward build this wall. We just put the plywood on it, and right now I'm getting blocking put in place so we can get the fence pickets on it so that we could spread this out. But you know what this means, my friends? Friends, this means that we are now strong enough of a structure to work on the roof. I know. So we're not doing that today though, my friends. We have some other things that we have to do too. And the other thing that we have to do is along the entire structure, let me turn the camera around so you can see. Along the entire structure, on this side and on the other side, we have these really long screw anchors that have to go one on each corner, and then we'll do the center post. And basically Edward has to get those screwed down into the ground because the overnight low the rest of the week is below freezing at night, which means the ground is going to have elongated time in that freezing, and it will warm up into about the low 40s, mid to low 40s, but the more time we spend at night for elongated times in that 20s, it really starts to freeze the ground pretty deep into the ground. So anything that's got to go in the ground needs to go in the ground today, and we just have a few hours to do it. So let me also take you out here. So not only do we need to do the structure, on both sides of 6. But we have T-posts that we have to put all along here, all along there, and up to that corner, and then right, oh, where's my T-post line here? Can't tell. Right there, all along to the edge of the barn. Then, my friends, we've got to, let me come out one of these exterior walls. This is the different paddocks. So we have these massive spikes have to go in the ground down this side, and then on this one all the way up, because we, hold on, because we are actually going to be putting in a solid fence. And this fence, because this is going to be the goat paddock, and goats, they are notorious for destroying fences, getting out, etc. So basically we decided to do the goats in the middle, because if they did get out, they can go in with Norman, the cow, or go in with the ewes. And either way, they still have multiple layers of fences they have to get through to get out, except for that boundary fence. So they'll have to go through a solid wood fence, not solid wood, I should say. It's going to be a wood ending, and there's going to be hot wire, but then they're going to have another layer of hot wire fencing, so they'll have a couple. All right, so we have to get those things in the ground today, which this stuff shouldn't take us too long. I mean, we're not new to doing fencing. All right, so then over here on this side, we have to put in a fence over here all the way up there, and then I need to make a holding fence, and that holding fence, oh man, that holding fence is going to serve as a great place to transition the animals from pasture to the barn. It also will serve as, if we need to get the dogs out from the animals, we'll have a place to put them, and it will still be electrified. So yeah, we've got our work cut out for us. Now I'm not going to do any of the wiring today, but we got to get the things in, everything. It's all about in the ground. So, but let's just look at this. I mean, you guys, look at this. This is the back side here. If you'll notice, there's that a foot gap all the way around. We've intentionally left that gap, and we need that gap there, my friends, because we have this skywalk. I'm gonna call it a skywalker, that's gonna be anchored in there, and this is what's gonna make it so that we can put the roof on. Once the roof is on, then we are going to be able to essentially close in those ends. Yeah, so the skywalk we'll probably do next week sometime. So we've got some work cut out for us this weekend, but we're really pushing because snow is on its way. So, I mean, it's beautiful, it's windy, and it's cold. It's not as cold as it has been, but it's still cold. What you doing, Madeline? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the camera down. I know Edward's gonna come out, and we're gonna start working on getting the spikes in the ground, but isn't this great?
All right, well, we've gotten to the point on the barn here. Gloria just did a little update. Next step here is we're actually going to try to get these ground anchors into the ground here, and these are going to be what we use. There's a little eyelet that's going to screw into the top there, but basically this is going to be like that. We're going to drill it into the ground, and it's going to be angled so that it's close to the building here. And what that's going to do is that's going to hold our building, basically tie this portion of the barn and anchor it to the ground. So when we have the roof on there and we get a wind, if the wind can kind of come up under the building, there's a potential that it could kind of lift it or try to lift it. And so these anchors are basically going to prevent that from happening. and we'll probably do it on the other side when we build the other 3 stalls. But for right now, we just need to do it for this side because this is what we have built. And so basically take it in like this. And
Probably running into a rock or something. That's why I was asking you about that.
yeah.
You know, try it over there. So the first hole didn't work, as you guys saw. He tried a couple times. I had to change my battery.
That one. Just spinning inside the chuck.
Well, folks, we have a problem. I guess this one might take us a while, so when he figures out how to get them in and what drill is going to work the best for that, I'll bring you guys back. Alright, so that's the first one in. He figured out how to screw it 3/4 of the way in, so it's in pretty far. And I'm thinking that for now we're going to leave him out like that unless we find out that it needs to go further because it's getting stuck there. He'll try another one either on this end or on that end, and then we'll move to the other side. But that one's in there 3/4 of the way, and it's not budging, so it's in there pretty strong. Nice. That one went nice and far.
Yeah.
That's better.
Yeah.
Alright, let's do the next one.
That knot is not a good spot. Well, there's something there.
I was thinking maybe you can go that way and still get it.
This way?
Yeah. Is your battery dead?
It's hitting something.
Okay.
It feels like anyway.
Alright.
Let's see. Try it from this way. There's something here. I wonder if this is like a tree stump.
This is.
Yeah. I wonder
Here.
if there's roots right here.
I'm sure.
Alright, well.
You have to find a spot.